The gentlewoman from California is recognized for 3 minutes.
Madam Speaker, Mark Meadows, a former colleague for many of us, left Congress in 2020 to serve as Chief of Staff to then-President Donald Trump. Sadly and shockingly, Mr. Meadows has admitted he played both an official and unofficial role in trying to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. He's also admitted that he has responsive and non-privileged documents and communications relating to January 6th. In fact, he already sent some of those materials to our Select Committee charged with preventing a future attack on our Capitol. Now the Select Committee needs to speak with him about the full plot leading up to January 6th. For example, it's been reported that the White House was directing the Department of Justice to investigate outrageous and really crazy conspiracy theories to benefit Mr. Trump politically, as well as to orchestrate the dissemination of election misinformation. We need to talk to Mr. Meadows about this. We've learned that Mr. Meadows made a surprise visit to a state-run audit in Georgia, which led to the now infamous call in which Mr. Trump improperly asked the Georgia Secretary of State to find votes. We need to talk to Mr. Meadows about that. We need also to ask him about text messages which he provided to our committee that show an official in Georgia texting Mr. Meadows during the Trump-Raffensperger call, saying that they, quote, need to end this call, unquote, and emphasizing, quote, I don't think this will be productive much longer, end quote. We need to talk to Mr. Meadows about that. We also know that during that same week in early January, Mr. Meadows was in direct contact with campaign staff and organizers of the rally at the Ellipse, where his boss, the president, urged supporters to fight. We need to talk to Mr. Meadows about that. While domestic terrorists invaded the halls where he used to work, Mr. Meadows interacted with many people, including some of our colleagues who were here in this chamber. We've learned many of those interactions took place on his personal device. We need to talk to Mr. Meadows about that. Clearly, Mr. Meadows has important information about events that culminated in the violent attack on the Capitol and on our democracy. He must follow the law. He must cooperate with the Select Committee's lawful requests. No one is above the law. He must be held accountable for his violation of the law. I thank you, Madam Speaker, and I yield back.
The gentlewoman from Wyoming.